What's up, guys? So this is my favorites video for this month. We are halfway through the year. It's kind of crazy to think about. Music was kind of slow this month. I did a lot of re-listening to last month's stuff, as well as listening to singles for what's going to come next month. We only really had, at least as far as my Spotify playlist is concerned, we only really had 2 new album additions, those being Lamb of God and New Found Glory. You can pretty much just insert here all of last month's stuff, those 2 songs, and the next couple of songs on the playlist, chief among which is going to be the Paris song, which its title has escaped my mind for a moment, but I'm loving that song. I can't wait for that album to come out at the beginning of next month, and it's probably going to be our song for next month. I have fallen behind a little bit on organising next month's stuff, which is a little worrying considering that next month is tomorrow, but like always, we normally start off with our tarot and our monthly symbols, so I've got a couple of days to organise the rest of the month, which is good because during next month my nephew will be visiting, and I've got a whole bunch of stuff organised with my friends and stuff, so I've got to try and organise it around that. Cool. So we've talked about music. As far as gaming is concerned, I've been playing a bunch of, and I'm really happy that I've organised my drawers, but I've been playing a bunch of this, and I've been playing a bunch of, where is it gone? Is it not behind me, isn't it? No, it's just there. A bunch of that. These have been like the games for the month. I'm always playing Minecraft. You can kind of just always chuck that in there. That's the game that I play online with my nephew. But these are the ones that I've been playing sort of solo recently. I'm not all the way through this, and having a look back, I think I've missed a couple of clues as I've been going through, because there's spots in there, and then it's kind of like I've got, for instance, I've gotten, in the first few chapters I had 3, 4, 5 and 6 in the clues, but I didn't have 1 and 2, and then as I went on, more and more just came up after the fact, so I think I've obviously missed a couple, so I'm going to have to do a second playthrough. I'm going to have to do a second playthrough anyway, because this is one of those games where your actions alter the outcome, and you can actually alter relationships between people and stuff, and I want to have like the full experience. I did also buy Animal Crossing New Horizons. I haven't started playing it yet. I'm going to sort of play through Bayonetta a little bit more before I fully throw myself into it. Plus, I can play this with my nephew as well. You can do local play, local multiplayer on it. So I've sort of been saving it for next month. So that's video gaming. As far as board games and card games go, obviously I did my gaming highlight with Incoherent. That's pretty much been it, so if you want to check that video out, I can leave it linked below. Books, obviously I've been using my, I don't even know where I've put it now, it's up there, I knew it was hiding around somewhere, my Save the Cat, my copy of Save the Cat by Blake Snyder. I had been using that to work on my film script. I'm going to go back and just double check that I've actually done everything according to that book, just to make sure that my script is as good as I can make it. I did mention in that video, which is going to come out tomorrow, even though it's supposed to be before this one. But in that, I mentioned that at some like I'm always going to come up with new ideas and stuff for it, try and make it better, sort of flesh it out a little bit more. But at some point, I'm just going to be like, no, that's a good idea, but what I've got is already good in and of itself. As far as fiction is concerned, I've been struggling to get back into it. I do have a copy of, you can almost see it behind my chair here, if I move this, there we go, just there. That's my copy of A Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes by Suzanne Collins, which takes place during the 10th Hunger Games, and Coriolanus Snow makes a reappearance, and he's basically sort of like Cinna for Katniss. He's like the one who helps. Actually, no, he's like Haymitch, because they don't have it being the 10th. District 12 doesn't yet have its victor to mentor the new tributes. So that's Snow's job. He's got to do that for District 12. So yeah. So that should be an interesting book. I have read a couple of the first few chapters, and it is good so far. I'm definitely more into film and like electronic entertainment. So trying to take a step back and put my phone down, turn the TV off, and pick up a book is a bit of a struggle at the moment, but it is something that I want to get back into, so I will eventually just be like, no, I want to read this book. As far as comedy goes, I watched all 4 of Tom Segura's specials on Netflix, seeing if I can remember them now. So we've got Normal Person, I think it's called Normal Person, was his first one. Then Mostly Stories, Disgraceful, and Ball Hog. I think, in order. And yeah, they're pretty good. And the reason I've been watching those is because I've obviously watched all of Bert Kreischer's stuff, and Tom Segura and Bert Kreischer are on the podcast Two Bears, One Cave together. They're the ones that are the hosts for that podcast. And so yeah, that's I decided to sort of check out his comedy, and it's pretty good. Cinema and movies. I watched a lot of Disney Plus movies. After I'd finished watching my Sony Spider-Verse rewatch, so the Raimi trilogy, the Amazing Spider-Man duology, Venom, and then the animated Into the Spider-Verse, so all of the Sony Spider-Man films. After I did that, I obviously watched Artemis Fowl, did my film review on that, and then while I was there, I was like, let's watch a couple of other films on Disney Plus, because there were a couple on there that I hadn't seen that I wanted to see, whether it was like time appropriate or not. So I watched Nutcracker and the Four Realms, which is obviously set at Christmas, hence why I'm bringing up the not being time appropriate. Like that's a Christmas film. I then watched Wrinkle in Time, which I hadn't seen, I was pretty keen to watch that. And then rewatched Sorcerer's Apprentice and Tomorrowland, and I watched Noelle, and I feel like I'm missing one. I feel like, because I've just noticed that I haven't written Noelle or Tomorrowland down, and I feel like there was one in between them that I watched. But basically, a lot of Disney Plus movies. I think it ended up being like 6 or 7 of them. It was kind of intense. But we've basically been using Disney Plus to watch Disney movies, as you would. As far as streaming is concerned, I watched the full season of the full second season of Jack Ryan on Amazon Prime, and then we went to Netflix and watched a bunch of shows on Netflix. Season 4 of 13 Reasons Why was incredible. I kind of upset that it was the last season, but at the same time it ended really well, and I really liked the last season. I then watched season 2 of End of the Fucking World, because season 1 had been so great. Once I'd finished watching that, I'm Not Okay With This had come up in the suggestions, and it's also really good. I really hope there's going to be a second season, because I'd love to see, because I mean the basic storyline for that to me felt like a more young A, less horror style Carrie, effectively, was how it came across to me. So that was kind of cool. And then I watched the full season 2 of Titans. I had seen sort of bits and pieces, and I wasn't sure sort of where I was up to, so I was like, we're just going to start again. So yeah. As far as tech is concerned, I got myself some headphones with the wires, because my particular AirPods, I think, are like off-brand AirPods, and the battery life is, the battery life is 2 hours, which is fine, except for the fact that when I go for a walk, I'm usually gone for about 3 to 4 hours, and so they die halfway through, and then I'm just doing my walk without music. I normally have to carry this bad boy around, because here's my portable charger. Not fun. As far as travel's concerned, I've been to Foster just about every week this month. A friend of mine and I have fully set up workout gear. This is my workout bag, and it is, when I tell you that it is full, I mean like we got a towel for when we break a sweat, which just go in there. Obviously my water bottle hanging at this side. I got a weighted skipping rope sitting there. In here we found these. It's this little like D10 that has a whole bunch of like you got water break there, we got skaters, burpees, like mountain climbers. It's kind of cool. My workout shoes are in there, as well as my little tag for the gym when it reopens. So I've got that all set up. And so on Mondays I go down and I work out with him. He has weights at his place, and we're just kind of waiting for the we're just sort of waiting for the gym to reopen so we can go back in and actually make sure that we're doing things correctly. I also went to Coffs Harbour. Don't know if I've talked about that before. Basically, it was a go up during the night sort of thing, come back during the day sort of thing. It wasn't like an actual, I'd planned to go and spend a weekend or whatever in Coffs Harbour sort of thing. But that is definitely on the cards in the next couple of months. We will eventually have a proper travel video going to Coffs Harbour. As far as doing my exercise, obviously I've got my gym bag there, and as I just said, I've been to Foster 4 times at least in the last month. It's been more than that because that's also where I'm going to be filming my short film. But I did, as far as like actually exercising, there's lookouts at Cape Hawke, which is like one of the mountains near Foster sort of thing, and it's got this winding sort of staircase that goes up it. The other day when I was doing yesterday when I was doing a cardio workout with my mate, we actually did that hike. The sign says to sort of allow like a half-hour return, but we managed to, between sort of a speed walk and a jog sort of thing, going up all the way to the top of the lookout itself, because once you get to the top of the mountain, there's like this little spiral staircase thing up to like a platform, so you can actually see over the trees. So we went all the way to the top of the lookout and back to where the little car park thing is, and we managed to do it in about somewhere between 10 and 15 minutes is where we sort of, I think we ended up saying we'll just take 15 as like our starting point, and we're actually going to try and, like next time we do cardio, we're going to actually take a look at that and see how fast we can actually do it. It's going to be sort of like our starter sort of thing. We're going to see how well we can do that. Like how quickly we can do that hike up and back sort of thing. And another one was there's a small town between where I live and Foster called Blackhead, and they also have this little like walking track that goes to a couple of little lookout spots. And so yeah, that's basically been what I've been doing as far as exercise and cardio is concerned. Is we'll go and we'll find these cool little tracks that we can just like walk around on, and actually sort of put a bit of like local travel in with our exercise, so we're actually getting out and doing things and seeing things, and it's kind of cool. As far as fashion is concerned, my white hoodie, which I'm pretty sure is in my car, my flannel and my jeans have been sort of the go-to. You may have seen that in a couple of my videos, that I was wearing my white hoodie, my flannel, excuse me. Yeah, so my hoodie, flannel and my jeans has been sort of the way to go. Obviously I'm wearing this pullover at the moment, but yeah, it's still kind of comfy. It's not super hot to have the sleeves all the way down, so I roll them up to just past my elbow. But it does also mean then that if I get cold, I can just, and we're good to go. Hygiene. As far as hygiene is concerned, I had my tooth taken out. It's gone. I mean, hygiene, I could change that to just health in general, whether that's like dental or like anything else sort of thing. But it was like the big thing in this month, was getting that extracted. It still kind of hurts. I'm thankfully not spitting up blood anymore though, which is a plus. And due, as soon as I finish filming this, to take some more Nurofen for the pain. I'm trying not to be too dependent on it. A dull ache is fine, but it's, yeah, I can really feel it at the moment. And then as far as decor is concerned, which is the last thing on this list of favourites, obviously I switched all this around, and my favourite thing now is that I have my, let's do that, now we can sort of see them. My pop vinyls are now on display, so if I'm standing there filming so that you can see this whole wall, you can actually see the pop vinyls like sitting over my shoulder sort of thing, which is a lot of fun. I've got a whole bunch there. I think I did a room tour and I sort of showed that my pops were there. I am going to be doing a pop vinyl collection video this next month. I'll actually show you guys what I've got. Basically, I'm trying to collect dragons. I'm trying to collect dragon pops, and they're not as easy to come across as you might think. Like there's a lot of dragons in like pop culture at the moment, particularly with Game of Thrones having just ended like last year or whatever, and with things like Mulan being remade, so they're bringing out like Mushu and stuff again. There's a lot of dragons in pop culture at the moment. Getting the pops for them is not the easiest thing, so it's going to be a long process. But that's it for this video. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button if you want to see more videos from me, and the notification bell to be notified when I upload new ones. And until next time, guys, keep your head screwed on.